Hello, welcome everyone. Fabulous day in the market, and I definitely wanted to point out a couple things. This is our live screenshot of our live trading room, and I just wanted to point a couple things out. Here's our little daily post alert chat box here. This is a split screen with Thinkorswim and TradeStation, and you'll notice here we have Person's pivots, which are the horizontal lines, with the accompanying PPS indicator. These are the positive, bullish, and bearish momentum indicators. We have the S&P on a 5-minute, a 15-minute, and a 1 hour. We have the NASDAQ on a 5 and a 15. And then down here is one of our favorite equity products to trade that both give us a trade idea as well as confirmation on positions trading S&Ps. It's the VXX. It's a volatility exchange traded note. You'll see a couple lines here. This was a line that suggested that this candle right there, if we close below that low, it would signal a breakdown, and we had that line in the sand well before this 60-minute bar popped and both generated a PPS sell signal and closed below that line in the sand. It also, there's another line here, hard to see, but it was put right here against that little doji, which showed that we were forming a low close doji as well. In addition, here's our Algo 17. In the live trading room, we have our trade system up for all to see. And one of the things that you'll notice coming into the room, now, for the folks that had bought the Algo 17 Optimizer program, that comes with all of my indicators, specifically our special volume indicator here. It comes with every indicator, the PMC, Person's pivots, PPS, last conditional change, all the exciting tools that have really helped navigate the markets for us and that are on as well, Thinkorswim and Trade Navigator. But what Algo 17 does is it helps us to optimize for trading signals. So number one, it helps us develop strategies and algo trading systems. So the system that we gave for all of you guys at Christmas time, we gave really awesome strategies that for SSO for one, and for SPY another, Apple of course, they were short coming into the Christmas holiday. And as you can see this morning, it says max bar. Well, that means the holding period. This is ironic because the holding period, or the maximum amount of time, or the average length of stay in a short position, hit and exceeded its time this morning on the open. So it exited the short position. It wasn't until 2 hours later that it got long, actually long the market on that buy signal right there. And here's the risk, the red line in the sand, that tells you where your stop goes. As the market starts to move up, it then puts in a trailing stop function. This was the initial profit target, and you can see it's scaled out of a partial position. So it is still actually long. Our current position in Spider is still long. So what we put in the room this morning, and I come in every morning in the live trading room, and you'll see this is 9:05 Eastern Standard Time. At 9 o'clock this morning, I pointed out, hey gang, we need to see, in case we get a dead cat bounce in the form of a Santa Claus rally, and that's a capitalized if, it's to have legs, meaning if there's more than just a one-day wonder, meaning if it lasts into next week. It's going to start with at least the algo system, and that's what we were talking about this over here. It needs to cover the short position. So this is the spiders, and this again is the open at 9:30. So 25 minutes before the open, this thing maxes out and it covers the short position. So we're talking about, if we're going to see a rally, the first thing that has to happen is we got to cover the short position. The second thing that has to happen, the system has to actually take a long, and that happened 2 hours later. Now, I also added another element for discretionary traders, was to watch for the on-balance volume to support the move. So this is on-balance volume. What did it do? Well, on-balance volume started to increase as prices were moving, and as you can see, we had a moving average crossover occur as that entry was happening. So therefore, this is the definition. We were getting a move in on-balance volume to support the buy signal that we could see further upside. That's how we traded this. J Person Asset Management, for those that are in our our fund, you'll be excited to know that, yes, we were short based on the signal in the VXX. What signal? This little low close doji setup right there. We went short that system right there. We did do a partial scale out, just like even here suggests. We took a partial scale out, and we still have a short position on VXX. So still profitable coming into tomorrow. And as well, for those that had opened your a 401k, we couldn't take a short VXX. So what did we do? We went long, and this is the exciting part here. We went long in the SSO. So let's take a look at the daily intraday and share with you what that kind of looks like here. Real exciting day, at least when the algo systems say go long, and the fact that we may have seen an overstretched move coming into this holiday. I mean, if you think about it, S&Ps were down 10% coming into Christmas, 10% on the year. My gosh, we were up almost 10%. That's a 20% swing. We're up 9% in late September, and we went down almost 10.2% coming into Christmas. So with that said, we kind of thought there could be a bounce, and that's why I said this morning a dead cat bounce that could last into next week. And quite frankly, this is kind of still a dead cat bounce. I mean, look where we were at Christmas, before December. Here's where we've come from this market. I mean, boy, in just the month of December alone, we've gone from 116 down to 82-ish area. So that is, my friends, a definite definition of a dead cat bounce. I mean, it's a small bounce. If we take a look at a daily chart, whoa, you can clearly see what we've accomplished this year from the actual highest daily closing high, which was September 20th, to Christmas Eve's close right here. You'll notice, I mean, that's off the high, 36% off the ProShares SSO peak. So this today, while as great as it was, it's still, in my little humble opinion, a dead cat bounce. How much more can I expect? Well, at the very least, guys, if this is the shelf of support that a lot of folks, including we were talking about, and my famous tweet was, a lot of my indicators were looking positive. Even on balance volume was looking a little positive here, but price action wasn't. And then we also said this could be in the form of a bear flag, and guess what? It was. And since that point in time, we broke down. Now, when I sent that tweet out that said, hey, indicators are positive, price action is negative, trust price action, when in doubt, stay out, so don't be buying dips. And that's what the message was on that tweet. And I'll share that with you right now if you'd like. So back on December 12th, we were talking about 2690 was resistance in the E-mini S&Ps. Remember, Theresa May had won her leadership vote. It still didn't do anything. The markets took a dive. And I said it's not acting like we're at the bottom of a trading range. Rather, we're still in a sell the rally mentality. Most daily technicals are bullish, but price action is bearish. So it's quite confusing. So when in doubt, stay out. So let's review some of these indicators. Number one, this is the advanced decline. It was very positive. We were seeing the advanced decline moving up. Prices is going down. That's a convergence. Stochastics was crossing over, forming a double hook buy signal. Then we had on balance volume pointing up, showing some directional bias towards the long side. But price couldn't close greater than our pivot. We had that little tidbit out there for our clients, including yourself, if you watch and get my tweets. In fact, this is one of the tweets that we were talking about. We need to have the market close greater than, right here, we need a daily PPS buy signal or a daily close greater than the pivot. That's what this picture depicts. We have not gotten, there was no daily buy signal there, number one. There was no close greater than the pivot, which was that light blue color right there. So that was a sign that something bad was coming, and that's what those tweets meant. So now let's take a look. December 12th was this bar right there, and that, my friends, is a good definition of something bad. So our indicators and our analysis has been more than helpful. What do we do from here? Well, our algo system currently is long the market, and that's, I think, a very positive element that we wanted to point out. So here is the person Algo 17-Xtreme and the signal. So you can clearly see, even on the 12th, this thing, it actually was short going into the Fed. It had covered that position going into the Fed. It actually went long, lost a little bit, got out, and quickly reversed, scaled out a half the or a portion of the position. You can see short 393, covers 39 of them, stays short until today. Next, we went long. So now the system is long with a good support evidence of volume and a great looking volume from our own volume indicator here. So that's what the algo optimizer kind of looks like right now. And so where do we think the market can get to before it runs out of steam, this dead cat bounce? Well, I think in the S&Ps we'll probably at least try to test. It wouldn't surprise me to test back up to the 255. Today was the heavy duty the buy setup right here. I don't think that we'll probably still remain negative on the year, but as the market moves forward, we will be trailing a stop. So I can't really guess how much higher and where it's going to go. I could give an idea, and for me, the idea is, at least test the point of breakdown in the market. And we'll have more information on that in the live trading room as we get through the rest of this week. So we had a bunch of really nice, just incredible setups. This is the VXX. As you can see, here was the sell signal that ensued on the VXX pattern. And look what it did right here. Here's your doji pattern, number one. Here's your same sell signal that existed. And there was your entry right there. And there's your initial stop. There's the initial profit target on the VXX. But needless to say, this was just dynamic information and way to trade the market on today's move. And for all of those clients that got the Algo 17-Xtreme, I hope you applied the strategies that we gave you as a Christmas bonus. And for those that are interested in the Algo Xtreme, certainly give us a call at the number. I'll write it in for you. It's 561-655-1881 if you want more information or see more of the videos that we've put out. Phenomenal product to help clients and individual retail traders develop their own strategies, as well as getting through. If you'll notice here, we can get and format all of your what time of day, your holding periods, and your different position sizing calculations, your optimization on what you should be doing with your buy setups, your risk reward. These are just an incredible way of finding out what does better, buy signals or sell signals, and the differences in the optimization process. So with that said, I want to say thank you to all our clients that have enjoyed the product this year, number one, and for those that are participated with our newly launched hedge fund. It's exciting to participate in today's market action. So thanks again. Phenomenal, great stuff happening here at personsplanet.com, and I'm glad you guys are a part of it. Thank you very much, and here's to a really great way to start off and launch 2019. Happy New Year, everyone. Until the next time, I'll see you then.